The objective of this lesson is to identify angle measure as a unique, measurable attribute. Students will also be able to measure angles using non-standard units of measurement. This lesson begins with a review of previously learned material for geometric shapes. You might ask your child to show you the body movement for a line, line segment, ray, and angle. Objects can be measured by certain attributes. For example, this box can be measured by weight or mass in pounds or grams. This box can also be measured by capacity, or the number of cubic units it can hold. Or this box can be measured in width, length, and height, or volume of the box. Angles can also be measured. Angles are formed by two rays connected at a vertex. We can measure angles by using a smaller angle to measure with. Let's make a small angle to use as our measuring piece. We just need a straight edge to help draw the angle, and then we'll cut that piece out. We'll call it our snip. How then do we use this snip to measure angles? Let's take a look at how we measure angle A. We start by lining our snip along the interior of one of the angle sides. We trace the side of our non-standard unit and copy it or iterate it through the entire angle. We write the measurement of the angle by counting how many iterations were needed to fill the angle's interior. In our case, that is 2 and a little more. If a fraction of the non-standard angle is needed to complete the iterations, we estimate the fractional amount needed and include it in the final measurement. We can estimate this as 2 1/4. Let's try angle B. We again start by lining our snip along the interior of one of the angle sides. We trace the side and iterate it through the entire angle. We write the measurement of the angle by counting how many iterations were needed to fill the angle's interior. In this case, it is 5. Let's try angle C. We start by lining our snip along the interior of one of the angle sides. We trace the side and iterate it through the entire angle. We write the measurement of the angle by how many iterations were needed to fill the angle's interior. In this case, it is 7 1/2. Encourage your child to measure other items using 2 different non-standard units or snips they have created. Ask them to talk about the differences between the 2 different snips and the measures they found. The objective for this lesson was to have students identify angles as a measurable attribute. We met this objective by having the students make their own non-standard unit angle and use it as a tool to measure different angle measurements.